Good.
Yeah. Busy.
I had an awesome morning.
Why?
Sarcasm?
No,
Sounded like sarcasm.
I was bored at like 6 a.m., so I'm like, I'm gonna gamble on OLG.com. I put $100 in, and I won some, and then I won some more, and I ended up with like $16,000.
Jesus
Making-
Christ.
Fuck.
Making the gambler proud.
Nice.
All right, Cody. So you can bring in a full all-you-can-eat buffet on Saturday night. That'd be great.
Oh my, I wish.
Cody's
Just,
like, and it's all gone already.
Most of it. Gotta pay bills.
How did you do that? Like, what did you do?
It was just,
Teach me.
you can't really teach it. It's all in the gambler's hand.
I'm more of an in-person gambler.
I
know
I
you
prefer
did-
win
online
in
because you
person.
don't have to talk to anybody.
But I love
online
the
is
tells.
the best.
I just play the slots online.
Oh,
Lots online through OLG.
Yep.
There's two. There's OLG Entertainment and just OLG.
I think it's just OLG because I play on my phone.
Okay.
Like I downloaded the app. It's
I
not the
forgot
first
you
time
could
I've
play on
won.
the OLG app.
Yeah, it's fun.
I was on Rubet the other night checking that out.
Oh. Like just another site for it?
Yeah, except you have to VPN into it because it's like crypto based.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is so bad. What? Okay, what's the difference between lottery and casino? I have to pick one.
Lottery
homepage
is
preference.
going to be like your normal like 649 and stuff like that, and then casino is going to be your casino game stuff.
Okay.
I've had to set a $100 weekly limit for myself because I go too far.
Weekly?
Yeah. Well, what was it last year? Like I think I was up $7,000, and then like the next day I did not have that $7,000.
At least you set a limit for yourself.
Yeah, I had to because it was getting ridiculous. I think I started that back in college because I was later going to college. And I'm like, oh, I have OSAP money, so why not start gambling some of it?
That's funny.
Wow.
I should go
There's
back
a
to
lot
the
here.
OLG.
The one that I won on was like the sevens, like the slot 777s. I started with
I don't
10.
think I've ever done anything more than break even on slots.
I hate slots. I'm more of a card and dice person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I start with like $10 bets, and then if I win like a decent chunk sometimes, then I'm like, ooh, $100 bets, and that's what I won the 16,000 on.
Okay.
The fuck? Okay, wait.
But as soon as I
What's-
cross that threshold, I'm like, withdrawal 16,000. I kept playing with like the remaining $200. So I don't trust myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it is a rush,
Yeah.
so no one can really trust themselves after that point.
Fair.
Especially at that point when you're like, well, I won this, so it's basically free money anyway. I might as well
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have my eyes set on an app. It was funny because before I was just browsing like Apple's website, I'm like, oh, I really want the Ultra 2. I'm like, I don't have money for this. How can I get money for this?
It's crazy. You've got like a lucky gene on you or something.
Must be lucky. Definitely way past the break-even point now.
God.
Why do you want the Ultra 2? What? Why?
What do you mean?
I'm looking at it right now.
Good battery life. I have the Series 7.
guess. But like, just get the Series 10.
Yeah, but that's still like just one day, maybe 2 if you're lucky, where the Ultra 2 is like usually 3 days of battery.
That's because it's meant for like camping and hiking.
Yeah. And it's got the brighter screen too, which is nice for outside.
That's fair, I guess.
And it's got the better GPS.
You kill me. It's literally double the price of the Series 5. Or Series 10.
And now since I won some money, I'm looking at that titanium band too for the extra $200.
Okay, which game did you say it was? Because there's so many. And they look so fun. Which is bad.
Hello.
Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hello.
Benissimo.
Greetings. Oh.
Benny. Isn't that Italian?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Robin, are you Italian?
I'm part Italian. I'm also part Portuguese,
Are you?
part German. Yeah.
What? Okay, so Darren and I have never met you before. And we're like, we don't even know anything about you. So we're trying to figure out,
Well,
like...
I'm American Canadian, but on my dad's side, he's just Italian, and on my mom's side, it's Portuguese and German.
That is... very... Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gonna show up looking like Super Mario.
No.
Or just, like, wear a super big disguise so that we actually still can't actually see you properly.
Just like Wilson it.
So
I
funny.
feel
You
like-
and Katie.
I feel like I remember hello in Italian being like ciao.
That's one way.
Hail,
Ciao.
travelers.
The Lizzie McGuire movie, yeah. That's what they
Hello.
said. Hail.
How are we all doing?
I'm okay.
Having fun discussions about betting in Italians.
You've
Not-
interrupted learning time.
Apparently.
Not a bene.
Well, welcome back to The Lost Champion, where we last left off. The party had reached the base camp and had met some of the like researchers that are working there. And it is now the next day. The party has had time to recuperate. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit your long rest buttons.
But we need the selector tokens. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we're moving over to the page. Guards. Just gonna be around the fire. All right. So
I see. Rivnor gets a little tent.
he's a little man. He's just a little guy, you know. When we last left off, you guys had started like looking at the artifacts that they had pulled out of the Hall of Yggdrasil. Each one that you picked up gave you different visions that were like a little bit of a slice of life of what things were like or of the person who had it. None of them gave you like crazy in-depth information about the universe, but they're more just tokens of their lives. Sirac is the head researcher here, and he has been very excited that you guys are here and is very excited to get you guys into the Hall of Yggdrasil and show you those 2 tapestries that he talked about. Since you got visions from the artifacts, he hopes that you'll get more enhanced visions from the tapestries.
Touch some more things.
Indeed.
Gotta find some of those magic mushrooms first.
But Sirac's the Owlin, right?
Yes. You should have a nameplate, no?
Perfect.
These are old tokens, so they don't have the correct things selected for nameplates. Alright. So, it is early morning. Elben's guards are sitting around the campfire, having their breakfast. They acknowledge Rivnor as he gets out of his tent. Morning.
Oh, what are you eating there?
Just some rations. Or, it didn't really seem fitting to ask these people about getting food. They probably need it. And, rations good enough for us.
Rivnor is gonna glance around the side of the tent to the tables of food further over.
Hey, if that's
Yeah, right.
we'll take it. But we're not gonna make ourselves a nuisance. We got a job to do, and that's it.
Fair enough. For Rivnor, on the other hand.
Morning.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Well, it was much better than our travels have been. We appreciate your hospitality.
Wonderful. I am glad that you are rested. Sarak has been pestering me all morning, waiting for you to get up.
Only slept for 8 hours?
Well, Sarak he doesn't sleep very much, so he is up and about very frequently.
Fair enough.
Makes him a very good researcher. However, he is quite annoying. Sarak glances over, and kind of just shyly looks back at his work.
Well,
Breakfast going on around here.
Well, you can have a talk with the provisioner over yonder, and he will get you sorted out.
Rivnor will give a thumbs up and just, walk a little fast.
There isn't really a communal breakfast of sorts. It is more people work with what they have and make what they want, as we all have our own jobs to do.
Ah!
Kind of a
Julia.
camp is this no breakfast?
I do have a question I did not speak of last night.
Yes.
In your research here, both you and Sirach, did you meet anyone that was affiliated with the temple? I'm under the impression that there may have been someone there up until recently.
I'm sorry. I don't believe I understand your question. Can you repeat it? Perhaps I've become a little hard of hearing in my age.
I'm just curious if you met anyone that was affiliated with the ruined hall. Or was it deserted when you got here?
The Hall of Yggdrasil.
Yes.
Well, it has been a ruin for millennia. It was only found about 4 or 5 years ago by a few members of the Obsidian Guard who had tracked a entity back here. We believe that entity to have been a Violet servant, but the details are a little hazy.
Understood. I just wanted to be sure.
Yes, the Hall of Knowledge is built from the people who survived the catastrophe here. We owe our roots to the Hall of Yggdrasil.
As we all do.
Well, you more than others, I would assume. There are many artifacts inside, and some were taken by the Obsidian God those many years ago. They wield them now. They are artifacts of the Seven.
Fair enough. Although it is a little troubling to hear that some items are gone now, and I do understand that you are taking them for knowledge as well, but...
Yes, we did seek out those individuals who did take some of the items, and we did some research on them and deemed that it was appropriate for them to keep them.
Fair enough.
They did defeat a supposed valid servant.
And that is also fair. How far were you able to make it into the room? You said that you found 2 tapestries, and you did uncover all of these things.
Yes.
Has there been a blockage at any point?
Well, yes. We have... As far as we understand, there are 3 levels to the Hall of Yggdrasil. The first level, we have more or less safetied off, so to speak. There are a lot of pits full of lava, you see, and a lot of crumbling walls that we've had to reinforce, and areas that we would like to keep more preserved, so that's really what we've been doing over the past 4 years. We've only just started scratching at the second level, and there are still many things that we are finding in the first level even. It's just a lot of work, that's all.
Definitely be fun to go down there and explore it.
It would be.
Yeah.
And maybe with our help we can venture even deeper.
There have been initial investigations down there. The second level seems to be, I suppose, tombs of some kind. They are resting places of previous 7. A lot of them are destroyed, and the third level, we are not quite sure what it was for, as it is pretty much completely destroyed, from what we can tell, from our initial investigations. But through diligent work and many years to come, I'm sure we will find out many more things. And perhaps even your presence will reveal things.
You may be right, considering those visions we had yesterday. Elben, what do you think?
What's currently on my mind is I want to see if there's an old blue down there that I can poke.
Do treat the dead with some respect. I mean, they are our ancestors, basically.
Well, I'm just thinking based on touching these artifacts, if we actually touch our old brethren, if it would recall something important.
Well, there is the tapestry I was talking about yesterday.
Yeah, I grab a bite to eat, and then I'm willing to take a look at that tapestry.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. How long do you think you will be?
Well, I only need a nibble, but Rivnor may take longer.
And I'll be ready to head out whenever you need me.
Guys.
Guy,
Where's
you
the road
sound
at?
faint.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Yeah. Sorry. Just a bit grumpy. You guys talk a lot.
Well, I do admit we do.
He's
Would you like to
always-
say anything?
He's always been a man of few words.
That's very cool. Yeah. Are we talking about these shiny things over here?
Guy, please leave
Okay,
these shiny
cool.
things on the table.
Can't pick one up.
If you're careful with it, but I know that you are less than careful with many things.
Rude, man. Not cool.
I doubt they
You have
will.
some grub?
Sorry?
Do you have some grub?
I believe your acquaintance, Rivnor the Red, was preparing food.
Okay, thanks, man. Rivnor! Riel, let's get some food. Fuck is Rivnor?
I
There he is,
believe
he's up
he's
there.
that way.
Oh, so far.
He like falls over from not having enough food already.
Where's food?
Hold your bloody horses! It needs to go over the fire yet.
Oh,
Oh no! There's raw fish in there, mate.
delicious.
Oh, you're gonna be so sick. Rivnor will like yank the pot away from him. Bloody hell!
Oh,
God. Like, oh, I'm gonna be sick. And I've seen some bad stuff. Rivnor's gonna put
Starts packing
pot
his
at the-
pockets.
pot at the side of the fire so
Bashing
it
food.
heats up. Dear God, what is that man made of?
I have seen him eat many strange things over the years. He was always a strange boy.
I don't doubt it.
He does seem kind-hearted, though.
Yes, you could put it that way. Well, I will leave you to your morning breakfast, and we will make some last-minute preparations before we head inside.
Understood. And thank you for your hospitality.
I thought we were going to take a look at the canvas first, but okay.
Well, that's in the...
Oh.
Yeah. At least I think.
I'm guessing this stew isn't turning out like gourmet, but not bad.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's, you know, better than average.
Still prefer the apple.
Rivnor will be like by the fire, like stirring this thing, adding a little bit of spice here and there.
At this point, I'm surprised you don't prefer hardtack, considering our previous adventures. Brings back so many memories.
Rivnor will kind of like look up at Ramras with his eye twitching.
I only jest.
You mean surviving in a maze for the better part of 2 weeks with only that?
Wouldn't call it surviving. I think we were dying in the maze.
But we did meet some curious fellows in there.
Are you talking about the little critters, or the ones that we killed?
Well, the critters and the guardian himself.
Yeah, sure, we'll call them interesting.
I like Tinko, and hopefully one day we could help him.
I'm never going back near that maze, no matter all the gold in all the lands.
That is fair, but just think of it. If we could get it up and running, how many soldiers could be trained for the future?
You can worry about the elves, mate.
Well,
Who is this
I-
GM?
Gimpo.
Yeah, I know.
And he just like waddles away with a hot cup of soup.
Oh.
Blow on it first!
Gimpo.
Alright.
And yes, I do worry about the elves for obvious reasons, but I also worry about everyone. It's our responsibility to look after this world. To bring them hope.
Rivnor will shrug a little bit and start filling up some of the bowls and hold one out to Ramras. And then over to Guy.
You have my thanks.
Riel,
Oh,
you want some?
Oh, I'm
thanks,
coming.
man. Hey, why can Gimbo touch the stuff but not me?
Do you know Gimpo very
Yeah.
well?
Well, it's just like walking away from the artifact over there.
I'd be more surprised if you didn't, like, bite it or something.
But Rivnor, if I may, that was the violet bauble we were looking at.
The guy's head, Gimbo. Gimbo, I wanted that. I wanted to touch it. I wanted to eat first.
Rivnor will just shrug. He just doesn't care.
I have to channel.
Like, it's not
Yeah,
like we can
channel
stop
guys.
Gimpo.
Manliness. I'm not manly enough. Not commanding.
Now, is Gimpo just walking around with the artifact, or is he doing something with it?
You don't see it in his hands. I'll just say that.
Okay.
So
Riel looks over at Rivnor. So about that stew.
Aye, what about it?
Wow.
Holds out his
He
hand.
holds out a bowl.
Please, sir.
Oi, any of you want some?
Guys-
Come get it.
Guy's gonna get up and he's gonna go over to Gimpo. He's gonna tap him on the shoulder.
oh,
Oh boy. Gimpo.
I
Oh.
really, really wanted to see it. I wanted to touch it. It's so shiny.
Gimpo.
no.
Is Gimpo gonna do anything?
Gimpo just
Oh,
continues slurping. Gimpo continues slurping his soup.
Guy is going to hold on to his shoulders and shake him.
Gimpo,
Grab the perfect fowl out of his pocket.
it does not. But the soup goes everywhere.
His church's pocket.
And he looks very concerned at you. Is anyone going to do
My
anything
sister's
about this?
pockets.
Guy, I think you should leave Gimpo alone, at least for now. You're
What have
getting
I told
soup
you about
everywhere.
wasting good soup, Guy?
I want to know. I do I have like insight or something here?
Marshall taking Gimpo.
I will make an insight check, though. One moment, please.
I'll let Guy do an.
You're doing an insight check.
Okay, cool.
No,
I
because
just noticed the chat.
I'll ask Ramras to do an insight check. This is from before, but Guy, you already saw it, so. All right,
Yeah.
Ramras, you do notice the bulge in his pocket.
Gross.
Ha ha ha! Funny, funny. In his coat pocket.
We're totally adults, bro.
If you're looking for that relic, I'm sure that he has stowed it in that coat pocket of his. And I do point it out.
Gimpo?
Okay.
Yeah, Elben's like, yeah, we know what happened last time.
Yeah.
But if I may, just be on your guard. It's best to leave well enough alone until you need to take that step.
I agree with that.
So what, we're just gonna let him slink around?
I'm not saying to do one thing or the other, just my advice from past events.
Well,
I mean-
as long as I get a turn, it might be a good weight for like bicep curls or something.
Rivnor will
Please
just kind of
treat
like
the artifacts with some reverence.
blink at that statement, just like.
I'll ask you later, Gimbo. I'm sorry about the soup. Here, you can have my bowl.
Good ball. He takes the soup happily and starts slurping on it.
Rivnor will like go to
Fucking
pour
wanker.
himself a bowl, and then just like sigh and hold it out to Guy.
He nods graciously.
Anybody else? Oi, guards! You want something other than that hardtack?
We already ate. It's right in the middle of our shift. We've been out for a few hours.
Rivnor's gonna look at Elben and be like, "You should hire some more chatty folks next time."
I didn't hire them.
Well, your man friend.
And friend.
You're talking to the Hall of Dollars guards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not with Elben.
No, to Elben's guards.
Yeah, Elben's guards.
They're too far away for you.
He yelled!
They wouldn't know you're talking to them. You're behind the tents.
Hey, blue armored guards!
What?
Yeah.
You want something other than hardtack?
If you're off road.
What?
You see them. They're all like in unison. They kind of go run over and they're like hot. Hot.
Rivnor will fill up pools. for
Said
each
there's
of them.
soup.
It's like a stew, but yeah, and he'll give them
Perfect. And they take out their hardtack and crumble it in the soup.
some. I mean, that's what I was gonna recommend.
And then in
Opens
one
it up.
fell swoop, they're all just like, and just take the entire thing.
Are you sure they're human?
We are ready to go.
Rivnor will eat the last like little bit that's left in the pot, and some of his jerky first, because can't go anywhere without that. All right. Wonder if we should see if one of the guards had come with us. Not exactly hire a mercenary.
Hey guards, since you're full now, I know it's not your job, but can you keep an eye on Gimpo from a distance?
I was just gonna say, did anybody see where Gimpo ran off to?
Don't know
It
what to watch
don't
on the
listen
map.
to me, do you guys? Like, come on. Just because I'm a big handsome guy doesn't mean I'm full of shit.
The problem is, Guy, that we three of us have been inside that thing's head, and the last time it did not go very well. Pretty sure it
Oh,
almost
come on.
killed Elben and myself.
It's like Guy
And-
doesn't even remember anything from yesterday. That big fight, all that, the shock. It's just gone.
Guy, just listen to Rivnor's warning.
Yeah.
It almost got me too. In fact, it's because Rivnor and Elben tried to save me from our travelers' mind that they almost got killed too.
I don't know, man. It's just a little lizard guy thing. He's a wee little lad.
There's more beneath the surface. We'll leave it at that.
Maybe.
There is.
Oh, okay, alright. God.
Gimpo, like, you guys are like glancing over at Gimpo every once in a while, right? And he's like waving you guys over. He looks impatient. Gimpo!
Well,
Gimpo!
it looks like he wants to speak with us.
Looks like Crazy's at it again.
Let's head over.
Well, I'm staying behind with Riel. We'll take the back seat here. Alright, we're gonna come back here.
Yeah, I bet you like
Why aren't the
back.
guards following? Yeah. I heard that.
Are you ready to enter into the Hall of Knowledge now? Hall of Yggdrasil, sorry.
I'm ready.
Yes. I'm ready as
Okay.
well.
Then let us enter.
Ooh.
This used to be the entrance of a grand hall. But as you can see, this is a little broken. And you see around you guys that it's like one of the pillars has collapsed. The ceiling is like shored up with wood everywhere. They've done their best to kind of rope areas off to preserve them. Come, there is much to show you. And he will unhook like a curtain and put it to the side. Okay, here we are entering into the main hall, or what is left of it. Be careful over this way. There is much lava. We have built a bridge across though to make safer. Would you like to
Much
see
appreciated.
the tapestries first?
Would you like us to see the tapestries first?
I do kind of want to see what happens.
Yeah,
Very
that's what I thought.
Okay,
Just
come,
go
come.
on, lead on.
And it isn't the first time we've interacted with tapestries. It's like old times.
What do you mean?
Yeah, nothing ever bad happened there either.
Well, we...
Tapestry of-
Yes. We interacted with the Tapestry of Fate in one of our previous travels. It was an enlightening experience.
You found the tapestry of fate. Where is it? If you are allowed to tell me.
Well, that I cannot.
Okay, I will not pry. But we are at the tapestries now. The one to your right here, that is the tapestry of the red. As you can see upon it, as you guys look at it, this large red tapestry depicts a bloody battle scene with armies clashing on both sides. One side humanoid, the other a smattering of creatures that you don't recognize.
I wonder who should touch this.
I would love for you to touch it.
Rivnor will sigh and step up to it.
Good luck.
What could possibly go wrong with a giant tapestry?
All right.
He'll
As you
reach
lay
over.
your hand upon it, Let's see here.
Term
I forgot.
eyes glowing red.
So you are about to see something. Give me a second. I forgot the music. Okay. The world around you fades, replaced by a sudden rush of heat and noise. You are no longer yourself, but you are inside another body, moving with the strength and ferocity of a seasoned warrior. The shouts of men echo around you. Their orders delivered with a voice. Your orders are being delivered with a voice that's not your own, but one filled with authority, anger, and the bloodlust of battle. You spin just in time to meet a monstrous creature lunging at you. Without hesitation, you swing your blade, cutting through flesh and bone. Blood sprays across your face, hot and thick, and a primal thrill surges through you. Battle is no longer a chore, but a dance, fluid, deadly, and intoxicating. All around, the battlefield stretches into chaos. Humanoid soldiers clash with twisted creatures that defy recognition, grotesque forms of Oblivion's corruption. As they lead their men, as you lead your men, you feel your pulse hotter. Your strikes heavier, more precise. Space opens up around you. The enemy falls before your blade, as if caught in the rhythm of death. You are unstoppable. Red light starts to envelop Scorter Firefist. The battlefield around him seems to slow. The world dulls, leaving behind only the sharp clarity of his own heartbeat. Pounding in his ears like a war drum, he can feel the red energy surging through his veins, a force so powerful it threatens to tear him apart from the inside. Yet instead of breaking under its weight, Scorter embraces it. His body vibrates with the heat of this newfound power, an inferno that ignites his very soul. At first, the energy is wild, raw anger and unbridled rage, threatening to consume him. His muscles tense and his vision blurs, everything around him tinged with crimson. But as the chaos within him mounts, he instinctively grasps for control. In the core of that seething rage, he finds something unexpected: courage. A calm, fierce determination that grounds him within the storm. He takes a deep breath, and with it, the fury inside him begins to shift, becoming something he can wield, rather than something that wields him. Scorter opens his eyes, and the battle returns in brutal detail. But now he sees it differently. The fear that once gnawed at the edges of his mind is gone, replaced by an unshakable resolve. His enemies, those creatures born of Oblivion's corruptions, no longer appear as an overwhelming force. They are challenges, obstacles to be crushed beneath his newfound might. With a bellowing war cry, Scorter charges forward, his body moving faster, with more precision than ever before. Each swing of his blade is now powered by the red energy coursing through him. His strikes no longer just cleave through flesh, they explode with force, sending shockwaves across the battlefield. Enemies are flung aside as if struck by a living inferno, burning in the wake of his attacks. As the battle rages on, the space around Scorter clears, enemies unable to stand against him. He becomes a beacon of war, his movements almost effortless. Like a dance, one that merges anger, war, and courage into a perfect, devastating harmony. His allies rally behind him, emboldened by the sight of this unstoppable force, and for the first time, Squirtle realizes the true depth of his power. He is not just a warrior, he is a symbol, a weapon of Yggdrasil meant to protect Kaltesh against Oblivion's threat. The energy continues to swell, but Squirtle feels more in control with every passing second. The red light pulses with his heartbeat, synchronizing with his mind and body. He is one with it, no longer afraid of the anger, no longer resisting the pull of battle. It's as if power itself is guiding him, showing him how to use his rage, not as a destructive force, but as a source of strength, focus, and clarity. As the last creature falls, Squirtle stands amidst a sea of blood and broken bodies, the red energy slowly receding back into him. The battlefield quiets, and for the first time in his life, he feels complete. Not because of the victory, but because of the balance he has achieved within himself. The power of the red is not just about destruction. It is about channeling the fury of war and the heart of a leader, turning rage into courage and fear into resolve. But as the adrenaline fades, Squirtle also realizes the cost. The rage that had once felt so pure, so righteous, now leaves a hollow ache in its wake. The power of the red is a double-edged sword. It gives strength, but it also demands something in return. Squirtle knows that every time he taps into this power, he risks losing himself to the very fury that empowers him. Yet as he looks on the soldiers who survived the battle, those who live because of his strength, he knows the sacrifice is worth it. The fire inside him might burn, but it will burn for a greater cause than himself. From this moment on, Squirtle Firefist is not just a warrior of Kaltesh. He is the red, the embodiment of war, anger, and courage. And Rivnor, you are flung back out of this vision. You feel yourself kind of sweaty.
Like sweaty, like sweating, or
Oh, yeah,
sweaty, like
sweaty, like
drunk? Okay. Ha! Rivnor will like stumble back against the table. Oh, that's like the worst interactive vision I've ever had. Ugh.
Rivnor, are you alright?
Oh, that was a lot. I don't think we've tapped into our power at all.
What do you mean?
Whatever I just felt was, we've only been using a fraction of what we have.
That is a curious statement.
He'll like explain what happened. Well, and for sake of time, obviously.
Wow. So he didn't feel complete until all of that. You might be right. There might be something more.
Either that or we're missing something.
Maybe we haven't earned it yet.
We are new after all. Still fledglings in our own right.
We know everything about our, like, the past 7 that we embody, right?
Kind of. This is the first time that you've really experienced the moment he first became a 7.
Okay.
You've kind of had a rough kind of idea, but it's never been able to be conveyed to you in that way, because you've never actually been able to talk to the first 7.
Right. But I'm not wrong saying that it's like Rivnor will feel like he only has a fraction of that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like the power that you felt there was like you feel like you're a kid in a swimming pool.
I wonder if it's just bled off that much over time.
Maybe, but there's a lot more to this power than admittedly we know. Perhaps it must build like a fire.
Rivnor's gonna look at Gimpo and be like, "Hey,
Gimpo?
what are you doing?"
Gimpo.
Are you a 7, Gimpo?
Gimpo? Shrugs.
What do you mean, shrugs?
Gimpo.
Something weird going on here.
Well, we do know he's here for knowledge. That much is for sure.
Serac is just like furiously writing everything down that you're saying.
Although, it does make me wonder what we might learn from the other tapestry as well.
Yeah,
Serac,
I'm curious to
looks up.
find out.
He's like, oh, yes. The blue is just down the hall.
Oh no.
Let me take you to it. I need to get a new notebook. He pulls a new notebook out of a pile on the desk.
Be right back a sec.
On this one, when you look at it, on the blue tapestry, it depicts a scene in a laboratory where a tall man with spectacles stands by a cage with one of the black creatures in it.
Ooh.
Interesting.
One second. Checking. Sorry, a tall woman, not a tall man. Tall woman.
Oh,
Apologies.
okay.
Because the first 7 was a woman. Which you remember as being Maury Fangfell.
Ooh.
Okay, I am ready for you whenever you want to touch it.
Alright. I'm ready. Elben will reach out gently and grasp the tapestry.
As you touch the tapestry, a cold, clinical detachment fills your mind. You are no longer yourself, but a different figure entirely, standing in a laboratory filled with arcane instruments and strange pulsing lights. The air is cool and crisp, filled with the smell of metal and ozone. Before you, a large creature paces inside a reinforced cage, its movements erratic and aggressive. There is no fear, no tension, only curiosity. Your thoughts race ahead. What can be learned from this? And the possibilities unfold in your mind, one hypothesis leading to another in perfect logical progression. Dead or alive, they wonder, glancing at the creature with detached interest. The creature shrieks and rattles the bars. The wizard whose mind you now inhabit feels nothing but cold fascination. They turn their back on the beast, their attention shifting to a nearby desk where a journal awaits to record their findings. Then the sound of metal crashing against stone rings out, sharp and sudden. The cage bursts open. The creature is free, its grotesque form surging towards them. But still, they are calm. Panic is for lesser minds, and logic dictates that no mere beast could threaten someone of their intellect and power. Their eyes narrow, and they begin to speak, each word precise, every syllable calculated. Blue energy surges through them as they cast their incantation, the words vibrating in the air, carried on the current of icy arcane light. As the blue light bursts from Maury Fangtel, it encompasses the creature in an unnatural crystal of blue energy. time seems to slow. Her heart races, hands trembling as they pulse with the unfamiliar power. She stares wide-eyed as the creature, now frozen in midair, its savage form suspended within a glowing, crystalline prison. What is this? Her mind struggles to make sense of the overwhelming force that just erupted from her. Not from a spell she prepared, but something deep within. Before she can grasp what has happened, the scene shifts. The cold stone walls of her laboratory fade away, replaced by an ethereal light. The air smells of fresh leaves and ancient wood, and a soft breeze whispers through the space around her. She finds herself standing before the great tree Yggdrasil itself, towering above her, its immense branches stretching endlessly into the sky. The energy radiating from it feels ancient, powerful, and overwhelming. Mori doesn't understand. This wasn't a vision or a dream. This was real. She had never encountered anything like this in all her studies. In all this meticulous planning and research, the Seven didn't exist. Not yet. Knowledge of such a mantle was nowhere in the histories. Her breath catches as Yggdrasil's presence fills the space, every rustle of its leaves carrying wisdom and authority. A voice not spoken aloud, but within her mind, reaches her, calm yet commanding. Bori Fangtel, you have been chosen. The words resonate deep within her, stirring something she can't ignore. You are the first of the blue, one of the 7 champions who will stand against the forces of oblivion. The great battle draws near, and others will soon be chosen. But you must be the first to take up this mantle. Her chest tightens at the enormity of it. A protector? The champion of Yggdrasil? Mori had spent her entire life mastering her intellect, using logic and knowledge to control her world. But this was something beyond knowledge, beyond reason. She feels the weight of destiny pressing upon her, heavy and inescapable. I didn't ask for this, she thinks, her mind racing. There was no choice, no option to refuse. The voice did not ask, it commanded. She stands powerless before the great tree, its ancient will binding her. She feels like a puppet, a vessel chosen to carry this burden, whether she desired it or not. Power now flowing in her veins was both a gift and a curse, but she had no say in whether to accept it. It simply was. Mori's jaw clenches, her hands still trembling from the surge of blue energy that now coursed through her. She had always prided herself in control, in making calculated, rational decisions. But here, in the presence of Yggdrasil, she realizes how small her agency truly is. She was never meant to choose. She was simply meant to be. A vessel, a protector, demigod tasked with guarding Kaltesh from the unknown horrors of oblivion. A swell of emotions rises within her. Anger, confusion, sorrow. She had always lived her life seeking answers, mastering the intricacies of magic and the natural world. And now, she was thrust into a role she never sought, her fate sealed without her consent. Sadness creeps in, the realization that her old life, her choices, her autonomy, was gone. And yet, there's a part of her that understands, in the deepest recesses of her mind, beyond the logical, cold detachment. She knows this is necessary. The world is in danger, and someone must stand against the darkness. If not her, then who? But even in that understanding, the weight is unbearable. She would become a demigod, yes, but one whose path had been carved for her by forces she couldn't hope to control. Her thoughts race, grappling with the idea that her existence, her very soul, would now be intertwined with a cosmic battle, and that her own desires, her own plans, no longer mattered. I am to fight. I am to become one of the 7, she thinks. And though there's part of her that yearns for the power, another part mourns the loss of who she was. She gazes up at Yggdrasil, feeling the immense responsibility that had been placed upon her shoulders. There is no turning back, no refusing this call. Her life, her destiny, is no longer her own. With a heavy heart, she bows her head, accepting what has been given, even if she does not fully understand it. And Elben, you stumble backwards as the vision releases you. You find tears rolling down your face.
Whoa. That is quite intense, Rivnor.
Told ya.
And as Elben gathers his emotions, he stands straight up with his, not sticking out his chest, but more in that like Superman kind of pose, feeling the determination that came with all of that. And then I convey it to the group. Also, I feel as I was the first, well, the blue was the first chosen. I feel an even more sense of, I don't know, it's deep within me. Sense of purpose, a sense of needing to protect this world.
And you feel that Mori was chosen, and even you were chosen in a way by the tree itself.
Yeah.
You had a similar kind of experience, except you did it in a bad way.
Yeah.
But
there are no bad ways.
Keep telling yourself that.
Listen here, one with the black dice.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wow. That was fun.
It is very interesting that she had to give up her own life, her previous life, to embrace the calling of the 7.
Seems like it was hard for her, but for me, that's a bit easier.
It's a very interesting thought, though. I mean, Rivnor suggested that maybe we weren't grabbing onto something. Maybe we're missing something. But your story also suggests that maybe we're holding on to too much as well. What could it all mean?
Sirac is still writing everything down. And he looks up and says, "You are free to try touching a different tapestry. Maybe it will be different for you as well. We don't know. We get a vision if we touch it. Maybe yours will be expanded, and it doesn't have to be specific."
Rivnor will like poke it with a finger.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Your thoughts come to you at first. What discoveries you'll make, what things you'll find from this creature. And then the sounds and smells assault you. This creature screeches and rattles the cage. You think out loud, saying, "I wonder if this will be more beneficial to my science, dead or alive." And then you turn away, going towards your desk with a journal upon it. You lean over to pick it up, and a crash sounds behind you. You whip around and see a cage burst open, and the creature darts out. You are calm, collected. Logic dictates that one such creature poses a great wizard such as yourself no harm. You feel blue energy surge through your mind as you start to utter your incantations. Blue light bursts from your mouth. and you find yourself standing back with everyone else in the same room as the vision stops.
Rivnor will grab Ramras's hand and shove it up against the tapestry.
All right, you experience the same relatively mundane vision.
I mean, I do see something, but
It stopped before it got transformed.
yes. Sirach, what other colors did you say were here?
Over here we have the green, and in the other room back there we still have the orange.
If I may, I'm going to double back and I'm going to see what I get from the orange tapestry.
Riel walks up and he's like, "My turn," and touches the tab.
Real does not.
Oh.
You experience the same thing, a little short burst. Everything's kind of muted for you, but you experience it nonetheless.
More than I thought was going to happen. Interesting.
Thorak, have you touched the tapestries?
Yes, I have seen the
Oh, okay.
same thing that Ramras described.
All right, good. Just want to make sure you're not missing out.
Get over there and touch it.
I have touched them many times.
Oh,
I bet you have.
I
he's got
look
a
for
hard on.
any sort of small detail that I might have missed. I think
Riel nudges Guy. Go touch it.
I reach out and touch the orange tapestry.
Right. The first thing First, I'll tell you the orange tapestry depicts the scene of a family sitting together for dinner with a shadowy figure in the window.
It's clam juice.
And as you touch it, the first thing you feel is happiness and warmth. You look around and seem to be in a farmhouse seated with your family. You look lovingly at your husband as he jokes with your son. The smooth food smells. Then the smells of food, a wood fire, and the house register with you. The laughter of your son and husband fills your ears. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a black shape move at the window. And suddenly, the window shatters. A black creature flows through the window and falls upon your husband and son. The pain of seeing your loved ones taken from you lashes through your heart, and you feel an orange energy well up through your body. As you scream, an orange energy blasts out from you. And then you find yourself back in the same hall with everyone else.
Well, at first it was pleasant, but I can see that even the happiest of us will have to go through trials and tribulations. Very interesting. Did anyone touch the green tapestry yet?
That's the one right above Rivnor, right?
Yep.
I'd like to do an experiment.
Please don't touch both at the same time.
Get out of my head. No, come here. Ramras and Elben, come here.
Oh, jeez.
Alright. Rivnor will be like, on 3, we all touch the green one.
Okay. Just the green one, though.
Sure. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
I don't touch it.
I touch it.
I touch it.
All right. So on this tapestry, it depicts a forest scene with a man hunting more of these strange creatures, black and twisted shapes. You feel leaves, twigs trailing across your arms as you move slowly through a forest, and you start hearing the sounds of the forest around you, hearing birds chirping and small animals running around and making noise. And the smells of the forest, the earth, the leaves, and the fresh air fill your nose as you stalk forward. You feel that you are wrapped in cloth, covering your face and all of your body. as you feel yourself move silently forward. And there you see it, a group of the creatures moving through the forest in front of you. You raise your bow, sighting in on the targets, and energy flows through you, and it is green and wild, and you release the arrow. And just as suddenly, you find yourself standing in the hall again.
All right, now 2 at once.
All right, so you touch both at the same time?
Yeah, the blue and the green.
All right.
You
You
explode.
get both visions simultaneously, and you immediately get the biggest headache you've ever had in your life.
Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh,
You kind of want to throw up.
I'm gonna throw up.
Sirac is like, "Oh, please do it somewhere else.
Where?
I
Somewhere
do
there is
agree.
not precious thing."
And
I
I
didn't
will
throw up on it.
I will touch the green tapestry now and most likely get the same
You do
thing
get
as
the same
everyone
thing.
else. Cool.
We go explore and see if we can find the indigo tapestry.
That would be something, but Sirach did mention that some of these tapestries were damaged or destroyed.
Yes,
It would be a boon to find it, though.
Where we assume the others would have been is just fiery pit of lava.
Still, what we see on this floor, there may be something even greater down below. Or up above.
Perhaps, maybe.
Are we able to sense anything, Theron? Anything pulling us towards? No.
It's quiet, dear.
Maybe we can ask Gimp.
Well, I think a good place to start is going across that bridge. But following Gimpo might be a decent idea, too.
Yes, I would love to show you the. What's the name of it? Orrery, that's the word. Yes, perhaps you would like to see the orrery.
Lead the way.
Maybe I should try to touch 3 of them at once.
It probably wouldn't be as bad as your nothing hangovers.
Actually, I mean, you don't really feel anything after except for what the fuck happened.
There's too many people to move at once.
Or what are Riel and Guy doing?
Just hanging out playing Nintendo.
No. Do.
Yeah,
Taking our time strolling through.
Oh, both are down here. Where did everyone go?
Across the bridge. Right near the beginning.
Uh-huh. I hear you.
Due west.
Go, run. Sprint.
Also, I think my token has been glitching out. I keep seeing the purple circle pop up from...
I'm seeing the red as well.
Okay.
It's intentional.
That's cool.
Totally.
Kind of nervous.
And I wouldn't have noticed, like, I wouldn't have mentioned it, but I kept, like, showing up and then leaving, and then showing up and leaving.
And as he opens the curtain, you see this giant orrery with like a depiction of Yggdrasil in the middle. It's a giant sphere, and on each branch coming out of this, there are smaller spheres. This, from the records that we could find, is our universe. I don't quite understand what it means, but they are the many worlds held by Yggdrasil. And Ramras, as you enter the room, you notice that this starts happening.
That is quite peculiar, but something tells me I should check this out.
That has never happened before. What is that?
Oi,
And,
be careful!
what light is radiating from it? I just want to be
this is
absolutely sure.
Supposed to be violet light. Best I can get.
Okay.
It's violet.
Maybe Gibbo should touch it.
Right? That's what I was thinking.
I'm just
We'll get him to test out everything.
So pretend this is still on.
Yes.
Because I can't make it stay there. Serac comes over. He's like flipping through a book. According to this, this is the. This is the world of Giastila. As he says that name, Ramras, Rivnor, and Elben, please make history checks.
Oh boy, something I'm good at.
nice.
You actually get advantage on this because this is 7 related.
Wow. It's a good
Nice.
bloody thing.
Okay,
Here,
history.
Yeah, I do. And that made me real sad.
That's okay though. Rivnor and Ramras, you both remember. Elben didn't pay attention to his brain. Do you guys remember that from kind of your knowledge of the universe that you could only really you can't really look for it, but once it's in front of you, you understand it. Giastilia is a world of tropical islands, and there's always plentiful things to eat and minimal danger. Yggdrasil took the weakest and oldest souls it had from the beginning of creation and let them rest in this world. It only has a few overseers as gods, and entry to this world is almost impossible unless chosen by Yggdrasil.
Oh, I want a ticket. Food.
With everything that's happened in the past few months, with that, remember you had the feeling of incredible loss from Yggdrasil, and it became reclusive, and you lost the ability to speak to other 7. You get the feeling or impression that Giastilia has been lost to the violet. The entire world is gone.
So, the violet is attacking the tree itself and the worlds it is connected to? This does not bode well.
Which one of these is us? He says the circle.
That would be. We have this one. So you would know these worlds just by looking at them. This one is dark now. Sorry, this one's Oblivion. Sorry, this is the first is Oblivion. That is what Yggdrasil grew out of. On this side, to the left, is Aesmir, the planet of essentially gods. This is Darknell. And this one right beside Ramras is Kaltesh. That is your
Us.
planet. Over here is Azengold. This one, sorry. Yes. That one's Azengold. This one is Jotunheim. This one up here is Hezotan. And this one up here, the last one that was created is Keoland.
Now, is this like, is the thing with Yggdrasil in it? Is it like an orb or is it flat on the?
It's an orb.
Rivnor's gonna walk up and put his hand against the.
Okay. You feel a slight connection to the tree through this. However, it is super faint, and what you're getting from the tree is still just reclusivity and sadness.
And I just want to clarify the violet light that is coming from the other world. Did that turn on when we entered the room?
Yes.
Or was that okay? So it wasn't always just being
Correct.
shown.
Zorak
Okay.
said that that's never happened before. So you can infer from that it's your presence that's allowing you to see this.
Rivnor will look to Ramras and Elben and then be like,
It might be like our adventures when you used your aura.
I'm wondering if the tree is reclused as a result of the world being lost. If that's where the oldest and the powerful of the creatures were, we might have something much more to worry about.
Agreed.
If they were able to take that out. Though, I feel like we should take a gamble here because there's one creature in this room with probably more knowledge than the three of us combined. And I wonder if it might offer some insight, seeing as though it is a dark creature. I don't think that it wants everything to end in chaos either.
You may be onto something, but it is a risk. That creature does truly want knowledge. But what makes you think it would have knowledge of this?
It's been around a lot longer than us. A lot longer.
And you do have a point, but keep in mind that each of these worlds has their own sets of gods that look after it. Its knowledge may be limited.
Any thoughts, Elben?
I mean, there's a downside potentially, but why not?
It could be one route, but before we do anything, I just wanted to bring up what I mentioned a little earlier. Rivnor, when you first became a 7, you were able to reach out your aura to certain things to try to cleanse the people of that town. Maybe we need to step in to help out that taken world. Maybe our aura can do something. That's also a risky situation, though.
I think it would have to be all three of us even stand a chance. This is a whole world we're talking about.
I think the safest course of action is to try your idea first, and if nothing bears fruit of it, then we do have this avenue. We could also see if there's any other reactions that these worlds may have. Much like the tapestries. And rather than touch the orb of Yggdrasil, I want to lightly touch the orb that represents Keltesh.
As you're touching this, you can tell these are just kind of like projections of the
Understood.
world.
Okay.
You can tell. You just kind of hear like a faint kind of like buzz from the world, like things are alive, and like billions of voices come from it. However, it's just noise, really.
Understood.
But you can tell that this isn't a physical representation of the world. This is just this was something that the most you can do with this is get a sense from Yggdrasil.
It's kind of like a war map or like a strategy
Yes,
thing where
yes.
Okay. Understood. Well, at the very least, I think it's clear that the tree is trying to tell us the plight in that world. And it's also important to note that Kaltash and all the other worlds may be at risk.
And they're certainly connected.
Yes. Let's try your idea, Rivnor. But we still should keep an eye on him.
Guy and Riel, do you want to one of you block each of the exits?
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. Yeah, man. I got you.
Rivnor will walk up to Gimpo. Oh boy, this. Well, last time we were trying to get him out of there. I suppose maybe if we ask nicely.
Well, if anything, he's enticed by knowledge. If there's something to gain, he may assist us.
All right. Well, who's the closest here to being Elben? Come here. You're the intelligence and wisdom 7. Yeah, I'll let you do the talking, lad.
Well, wisdom's another one, but intelligence, yes.
Why do I have to do it? This is your idea more than mine.
Because Ramras and I are always the ones that touch the things that we shouldn't.
Gimpo
It's your
is kind
turn.
of looking back towards between you guys. Gimpo
Okay, Gimpo, come touch this thing.
shakes his head. Gimpo.
Not really a question there, Gimpo.
Gimpo.
Oh.
Shakes his head.
Oh.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Gimpo. Shakes his head.
Also, while we're doing this, just the bookshelves are in this room. Are there books that are not from the Hall of Knowledge that are here? Before maybe we do
they've all-
something.
They've all been categorized and they've been looked through by Sirach and Associates.
Okay.
Rivnor, he doesn't want to do it.
You're asking the wrong person. Alakanhai,
Gimpo?
I would like to speak to you.
Gimpo is just has his head cocked. Gimpo?
We would rather not enter like we did last time. And the amount of knowledge that you could gain from being here outweighs your being ignorant.
Gimpo?
Although, there is the other alternative that this could just be a war room that allows us to know the state of the worlds and the state of the tree itself. Perhaps Gimpo may not be ignorant right now, but maybe there's deeper knowledge inside. Maybe there's something that we're supposed to find further on in.
Fuck it. Rivnor will reach out with his red energy, touch Gimpo.
Gimpo?
This worked last time.
Well, last time it was me entering his mind. The red energy was to help me out.
I'll leave this one up to you two.
Well, if he's not going, someone's going to have to drag him, and I'm just scrawny and squishy.
Although I think there could be something we're missing here, I do also believe that if there was something of great substance, that Gimpo would be a little bit more excitable.
That makes sense.
I think this room is the tree communicating to us of its current state and what we need to be on the lookout for.
He's just gonna keep his eyes narrowed at Gimpo. He knows something.
What I find more curious, though, is the voice earlier. Not now, but when it all happened. I wonder if that voice was connected to that world, or if it was something else. Sirach said he didn't hear anything, or see anyone in this place. But it doesn't change the fact that we heard that voice.
Might have been the tree.
It was communicating to the tree. It talked to Yggdrasil.
Might have
What it said?
might have split branchionality disorder.
I remember it couldn't hold out much longer.
Maybe each of these worlds has a leader of the gods responsible for its connection to Yggdrasil.
But don't you remember? It was apologizing to Yggdrasil, and it said it could no longer stand against it. I wanted to know what it was standing against. Was it Oblivion? The Violet? And then who was speaking? I know it was addressing Yggdrasil.
It was
I
the
still
world
have those
itself.
feelings in my head. Maybe.
Because of maybe like Elben's interaction with the tapestry, because of what you know of Giastlia, you know that it probably had a protector in the same way that you guys have the seven, but because it was such a restricted world, it only had one protector, kind of thing. At least it's something you could infer from how Elben's vision happened with the tree.
Okay. So, we should just move on and see what else we can find.
But are we the actual protectors of Kaltesh, or is there something more than us?
You are indeed the protectors of Kaltesh. That is the essence of the seven.
You could do a better job, Rivnor.
I didn't think I had to explain that
Oh.
one. I thought that was obvious.
Well, we've seen some shit, man. Okay,
If
done
anything,
some stuff.
I shudder to think of the fate that champion, that protector, had gone through. And it makes me think of something else. If a whole world was to be taken by oblivion like that, perhaps we need a force even greater than us seven. And that maybe there's a way to communicate to these other protectors before things like this happen again. At the very least, I do think we should go further in. We need to understand what's going on here before we can branch out and maybe even help the others. Rivnor, you said there's something we were missing. And I think you're right. And if we want to stand a chance against the fate the other world went through, we need to act swiftly.
Just get this feeling that there's just something missing. Like, what? Why would Gimbo have that artifact? What's Ola Kanhai have to do with the violet? Ola Kanhai is a god, right? Not a patron.
Yes,
That's
he's
correct.
a god.
And he's like one of the OG ones, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Creatures like that seek control through destruction. They need to have servants.
That
Wouldn't make much
yeah.
sense for the world to be destroyed unless the Violets promised it one of the other worlds.
I don't think it's to that extent. That god values knowledge above all else. If a world is to be snuffed out, it loses its knowledge. It gets erased.
Well,
Remember, oblivion does not simply kill. It erases, it defiles death.
A little spicy there, Ramras.
Well, as I've said before, oblivion is our enemy. And it must be put down. I think there's another reason.
He's like writing everything down as you guys are bickering and talking about the tree.
I think there's another reason Gimpo is here. And although it may not bode us well, at the same time we do know it's rooted in knowledge.
Can I try an insight check on Gimpo?
There's like nothing going on in there.
Sure. Ah. Okay. So.
All right. Nice knowing you, Riel.
You like grab him by the shoulders and look him straight in the eyes, and he's like,
Oh no.
And your vision changes to that of a dark eldritch god. You see a vast, unimaginably large, bottomless pit with tentacles flowing out of it, and a great seething eye swivels towards you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna run back over here. Let's never do that again.
But what? No! What a waste!
Well, that's about right.
Yeah.
He might have driven you mad, but
He ain't right.
yeah, we know.
Sirac, if I may,
Sorry.
could you show us to the other levels of the ruin? Perhaps there's more knowledge to be found.
Sure, I will take you around this level first. See what I'll show you what else we have, and he'll start walking up this way. And as you guys are like walking down the halls, he's like pointing out different statues, rambling on about what they are pretty sure that they represent. That some of them are statues of previous seven. Some of them held artifacts. This used to be a common room of sorts, maybe a library or a workshop. Don't quite know. He's just continuing on rambling about all the various things, showing you lots more statues.
Trying to find where the tokens are now. Oh, they're there.
Sorry, I guess I'm going a little fast.
It's all good. I zoomed in a little further than I thought.
And just walking past, showing you these statues seem to depict two twins who were 7 at some point. And
Very interesting concept.
Ramras and Rivnor, as you guys walk here, you do feel something coming, and Elben as well now, coming from here, from this wall.
Do you feel that?
Yes, it's quite an interesting pull.
Yeah, it seems to be coming from right here.
I'll look to the left, look to the right, and then I'll push towards the wall.
All right. You push on the wall, and the wall shimmers away. In front of you, there is a door. It is a large, ornate door. And what would you like to do?
I'll
Sirac is
take it-
very excited.
I'll take a deep breath and steel myself,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll open the door, or at least I'll try.
The door is locked.
Rivnor will be like, ahem, and then he'll knock.
Nothing happens.
Aw.
Now, does it look like there is a keyhole or
Yes.
like any symbol? Okay. Sirac, when you investigated the ruins, did you happen to find anything that looked like a key that would go to this door?
Unfortunately not, no.
Is that something I can
Anybody
Sure
got a
is,
get in
lockpick?
with my burglar pack? I don't have any.
You have lockpicking.
I don't know if I have any lockpicks though.
You have
I'm gonna use the help action on him.
You're gonna give him disadvantage because you don't know what you're talking about.
No, he's not talking about lockpicking. He's gonna use his encouragement to bolster him.
Just
Alright,
talking
yeah.
about his cheese cart business.
You have an advantage. Make a sleight of hand check. So just roll twice.
Say twice.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Holy crap, he didn't need any help.
That's what he's good at. You take out your lockpicking tools. You start picking around, fiddling with it, and after just 2 seconds, you find it. You're like, and it clicks open. Door is unlocked.
Riel steps aside. You want it in? You've got it.
Such skill. You have my thanks. And I will walk forward and
All right.
enter the room potentially.
You open the door, and in front of you, you see a long hallway going into the dark.
Okay. I would light a torch at this time.
Okay.
And I would gesture the others to follow.
Okay. Sirac
Creepy.
is very excited. He's like, please, after you, after you.
Shuts the door behind us.
What I will also say is that I do have dark vision, but I am
Mhm.
lighting the torch for the others
guards.
that may not have it. Yeah.
All right, and you guys all enter, and I assume Guy enters as well. Sirac and Gimpo bring up the rear, and
Like Gimpo bring up the rear.
and suddenly they seem to walk against an invisible wall and are unable to go further.
Oh.
Ooh.
No, Guy is fine. Gimpo and Sirac. You don't have to make
Oh.
noises for Gimpo.
Oh! No, it's just Gimp.
Shakes his head. Gimpo. Sirac is like, there seems to be some force not letting us enter.
I wouldn't know why, but we'll check out the room.
Okay, I will take Gimpo and we will get more researchers. And perhaps a few guards. Go on ahead. And he rushes off, pulling Gimpo behind him. Gimpo's looking towards you guys like, Gimpo.
And I just want to clarify, Guy, Riel, and Elben's guards can all follow us in.
Correct.
Are we able to talk telepathically to one another?
To
Still?
Blue?
To Elben and
Yes.
Rivnor. Yeah. So I will telepathically talk to both of them and comment on how it's interesting both Gimpo and Serac couldn't come in. And that might mean something. To be on our guard.
Yep. We'll definitely keep an eye out.
Alright, do you guys continue into the darkness?
I do.
Alright.
I mean, I have dark vision too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Feel my way through the darkness.
I also have dark vision.
Everyone has dark.
Guy, do you have dark vision?
I don't know.
And our faithful dog companion has joined.
I'll give Guy the torch.
I gotta rub my eyes a bit here.
Alright.
Makes little like binocular lenses around him. I could see.
And as you guys walk forward, the chamber lights up.
Boy.
Huh.
Ooh, cool.
Standing in front of you, you see an absolutely ginormous humanoid metal figure. Not something you've ever seen before. The creature, as you guys kind of like step into the room and everything lights up, this being whirs to life as you hear the sounds of gurgling and whooshing coming from it, and as it hums to life. It looks towards you and steps forward.
Oh shit.
Everyone, please roll initiative. The time for mercy has
Oh.
passed.
Same team.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
Well, it goes first. Oh, Elben does. Nice.
Well, my guards. I don't want to send them towards that.
You didn't select your guards, I think. When you...
Yes, I did. It says Elben's guards.
No, but you have to select their token. Because you just put yourself in. There you go. What did you roll, Elben? 2.
I got a 2.
2.
I see 20 and 18.
20.
Elben's like, you 3, do what you gotta do. I'll just stay back here.
The 20 and the 18 is because I told you to roll again. Well,
For the guards.
All right.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The guards may go.
I assume I can tell them what to do, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, you have full control over them.
you 3 go in front of me. And prepare an action in case that thing tries to attack us. So that's it. They're just going to prepare their action.
Okay.
Maybe just
okay.
move a little more like that. Yeah.
All right, the automaton.
And
steps
they're going to die.
forward. Oh, and he's not the size he should be. There we go. And he is going to do something, which you guys don't know what it does.
What the?
All right, you see this. Put one foot forward. Start leaning over. And it seems to be bracing itself. Riel.
Okay. Rail is going to. Why can't I move at all? I can't move at all.
You can't. Oh, hold on. Let me move this.
Yeah. Whoops.
Wee.
I'm just testing.
Rail's going to jump over here. He's gonna shoot at the robot with his bow.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
All right, you miss. Well, you don't miss. It clinks off of it.
Cool. That's what I figured would happen.
Anything else?
With that, I'm gonna make another little move. Over here.
Okay.
And that is it. Oh, wait, no, that's not it.
All right, that
that's
is it. All right, Ramras.
I'm gonna hold my turn until Guy's turn is over for this round, and that's so they can get my movement bonus from my aura.
Sure. Rivnor.
You get an extra 10 feet, Rivnor.
Rivnor might be muted.
Might be.
Gonna move to there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Misty Step
Okay.
up to it. Which means my bonus action is gone. And I'm gonna Cinder Cleave it.
Sure. All right, that hits. You deal 17. Actually, you deal. What's that?
17 halved.
Might be.
Be 9 is the higher, or 8.
15 damage to him.
Oh, did the second hit?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so yeah, 7 plus 8. 15. Okay. And I will Martial check.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Whoa! These rocks are nice.
You have no idea what you're looking at. This is not a machine you've ever seen before. Guy.
Oh,
Testing. Okay. Guy would like to move out of the range here.
You get 10 extra feet of movement as well.
Awesome. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Cool. And then he would like to cast Bless.
Okay. What's the range on Bless again? 60 feet? Or is it 30 feet?
Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Shit, it's 30 feet.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Why are people so far away? God damn it. Okay, if I go back down here.
Mhm.
Can
I
I
was
reach
still-
Elben?
Ooh.
I don't think so.
That's 50 feet from there.
That's...
You could always start off where you began, cast Bless, because then you would have been 30 from him, and then you can move after.
That's true, but how far is the range after the spell?
It's indefinite. You don't have to remain with him.
Cool, okay, let's do that.
Okay, so you're
Cool.
doing bless on yourself, Ramras and Elben?
Sure, yeah. Level 2.
Ooh.
I think all that level 2 does is give you more people.
Yeah, you get to pick more people,
Yeah,
and we're the only
there's
ones in
nobody
range.
else in range, so
Unless you pick Elben's guards.
I guess you could do Elben's guards.
Right. Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Give one of them the benefit.
All right, so we'll give Jormir.
And then I will move. Up here, I guess.
Okay. All right, that's your
And
action.
martial check?
Martial check is going to be insufficient.
Uh-huh.
All right, now Ramras
I
gets
think
to
that's
go.
everything.
Yes, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 with that aura. And then what will happen is I will martial check as well. 13 is probably insufficient.
Correct.
And then I will use the remainder of my action to sprint, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's so if Rivnor has to do saving throws, I give him an extra bonus. So with that, the only thing I'm actually able to do, believe it or not, is the end strike, because it is a bonus action, so
Is it a bonus action that you need to have hit with first?
Oh, good point. Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't remember.
I'll check. But you're probably right there. Polar Master.
Usually these things are like as part of an attack.
Yeah, I need to take an attack action, so you are correct. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. Elben.
All right, I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay. All right, your first one hits, dealing 4 damage.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Martial check.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right. The only thing you get to know: this enemy has ignorance. It blocks martial checks.
Great.
This is something that you've never seen. You cannot begin to understand what it's going to be doing.
Fun. That's it for Elben.
Okay. The automaton is going to take a legendary action.
Oh, isn't it my guard's turn or?
Legendary
It can
actions
use a
go-
legendary action whenever it likes.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
And it is going to kick Rivnor. I'd like you to make a DC 70 dex save.
deck save.
Are you getting punted?
You're getting punted.
So you get a bonus to that save because of my aura.
That
Yeah,
is
is that gonna save
insufficient.
for me?
All right. You're like running up to it, and you're kind of distracted with what everyone else is doing, and all of a sudden, lightning fast, its leg whips out and hits you straight in your shield, and you are going to take 12 damage, bludgeoning, and you are going to be knocked back 30 feet.
Whoa.
Ooh, friend to that range too.
Elben, get one of your guards to push Rivnor out.
Save the red.
All right, Elven's guard can go.
Alright. Let's move some of them over here, and then This one can go up here. Can it drag Rivnor out?
I'll have him like combat roll and tackle Rivnor out.
And then we'll bring him up.
And both of you are going to be prone.
Okay.
Still better than whatever that is.
Yeah.
Alright, they're done.
All right. 3 cannons fire off of its back and obliterate this area that you were just in.
Yeah, no big deal.
And now it
What
is going
the
to.
hell was that?
You'll see it's going to use a bonus action, and you'll see the mechanism on its hand will like rotate and swap. The blade will go into its arm, and a tube will come out. It raises it towards Elben, and 3 shots come out.
And they all hit.
Yep, you sure do. You get that amount of damage.
No. I'm going to use my crystal tomb thing.
Okay.
Fuck. What does that do again?
Actually, he should have disadvantage because technically Ramras is in range.
Yes.
All right, so let's do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. All right, they all hit anyway.
Jeez.
Take the top 3 damages.
What's it rolling with? Plus 14. That roll was low. Damn.
I should short longer. Blah blah blah.
Again, 10 HP, 90 HP, 10 HP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Peace.
Okay.
57.
Oh, I also
My
need to
crystal.
roll.
Recharge maybe.
Riel.
Move up here. I'm gonna martial check, which I don't think is gonna do anything anyway. Try another shot with my bow.
That hits. You deal 4 damage.
Then I'm going to dash here. Okay, and that's it.
Okay. It is going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn. And will take an extra action. And it will fire 3 times again at Elben.
What the shit?
At disadvantage, but also hit.
Damn.
That'll be another 13, 34, and 28 damage.
Oh boy, okay. Taking so much damage. Oh, this is 0. Jesus.
Alright. Ramras.
Okay, so I'm going to use my movement to move around him, but still be in his range. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll stay here. I will attack twice with my trident. So 1, 2, and then what do I add for bless again?
D4. But you hit
D4?
anyway. So.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And then I will use my bonus action for the end strike as well.
Okay. All right, all hit.
Cool.
Be 5, 6, 11, 13 damage.
And because we know martial checks do nothing, I'm still going to roll just in case if something changes, but that doesn't do anything. And that'll be my turn.
Rivnor.
I'm going to stand up for half my movement.
That's good.
And then I'm going to use the here. You use my object interaction to switch to my heavy crossbow.
Okay.
And wow. That 1 damage.
You do 1 whole damage. You do 2 more damage. Actually, sorry, 1 more damage.
And then he's gonna be sad standing because of the bad damage. And that's it.
Okay. Guy.
I can't reach. Okay. Guy is going to cast. It's gonna come a bit closer over here. He's gonna cast Healing Word on Elben.
Okay.
Level 1. As a bonus action.
Yep, that's your bonus action. Healing Word.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think he's gonna try some guiding bolt on the automaton.
Okay.
See what happens.
Good luck.
Level 1. I gotta click it. There it is.
Alright, that hits. Dealing 13 damage.
Okay. So that works. Martial check.
Destiny.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it is going to use a legendary action at the end of your turn. Sorry, is it the end of your turn?
I didn't click the wound thing for Elben.
Cure wounds. Or sorry, not cure wounds.
Healing Word.
Healing Word.
Yeah.
Need to find it. Okay. What level did I pick?
1.
Level 1.
Thank you.
Yay.
Alright, it's going to use a legendary action to try and kick Ramras. Dex save, if you please.
Ah.
Okay, so it'll be this plus 3 because of my aura.
Okay.
Doesn't make it.
Rip. Alright,
That's all good.
you are going to take 11 bludgeoning damage as you get punted 30 feet away.
Okay. Minus 11. Okay.
Alright, Elben.
I am going to. Oh, I do kind of wanna pop off.
What, pull a card?
No, not pull a card. use use my blue power.
Nice.
Ah. Alright. Okay, well, what are we doing?
I think I get back 19 health.
Yep.
Oh, not 19 health. Half of my health. Half of my total health, which is 35, 39.
Sure.
And then I'll just put that 77. And now I'm going to. I'll start with a crystal spike to go through like Rivnor for aiming at the Guardian.
Sure. Alright, that hits. Rivnor, at least. Rivnor gets 8 HP back.
You do have bless if that does anything.
Ah, that's true. Roll a d4. That hits, then.
Yay!
Right, you deal 8 damage. Or, not 8 damage, 4 damage.
Alright, I don't think I have a macro for my crystal storm.
Don't think so, maybe? I don't think so. It's just a one-time thing, right? So.
Yeah, it rained down a radius of 20 feet, dealing 3d8 plus 8 damage.
Yeah, just roll your 3d8 plus 8. And I'll bring down a 20-foot radius.
Maybe just back a lit one, like one space back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. Alright, that will deal 12 damage.
And I'm just gonna try it anyway.
Alright. And does it create an icy area? Sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah, like difficult terrain for those
So
that 20 feet.
Is it difficult to? Is it creating an ice area or just difficult terrain? What does it say?
Difficult terrain to all creatures except for you.
Okay, cool. So it's just spiky ground.
Yeah, and then I also get my shield thing,
Yes.
which I assume is just in front of me.
Well, you put it wherever you want. Where do you want it?
Ooh. Half arc 20 feet from me. Could I see that?
Like that? Oh, let me make that bigger.
Block anyone's attacks though. That's probably good, yeah.
Okay.
I'll just imagine it there.
Alright, your crystal wall goes up. Elben's guard.
And
Oh, sorry. Are you not? What else?
well, I just want to let everyone know that like they get an increase to their weapons.
Nice. +5, right? Damage?
+5, yeah.
Nice.
Crystalline edge.
Yeah.
Alright. Elben's guard. So this guy here is prone, so he needs to get up. Costing half
Okay.
his movement.
Just gonna move over here then.
Okay.
That one can move around, and the other one's gonna stay near me.
Okay.
Yep, and that's it.
All right, and I think that is where we should pause for today.
Sounds good.
All right.
We're getting a little late. Alrighty. So, the age-old question: when are we meeting next?
2025.
84 years.
What would people think of Sunday, the 20th?
Gonna be
So-
hungover.
with Sunday the 20th, I know
Oh,
Katie
right,
and I
right,
are
right.
busing
Let's
back.
say Monday, the 21st.
Monday the 21st would be perfect.
Again, at 7 o'clock, kind of thing.
That'll work for me.
Works for me.
It's fun. Yeah.
Brina?
Which day, sorry?
Monday, the 21st. At 7 p.m.
Monday, 7 o'clock. Boot camp. I'm going to boot camp.
All right. Then Tuesday again?
Tuesday's fine.
Yep.
Sure.
Potentially. That should be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Then, let us meet again on Tuesday, the 22nd at 7 p.m.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you guys for joining. It was a great
Thank
session.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hope everyone has a wonderful evening.
You as
too.
well, man. Take
You
care.
too.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ta-ta.